Hello, and welcome back to another reading. Today I've been called to do something slightly different than I usually do. So we're gonna run with that, because if that's what Spirit wants, that's what Spirit gets, right? So basically we're gonna do a you versus them. However, we are going to do a pick a card, you versus them, which means I'll put timestamps down below and you pick the pile you're drawn to, and within that will be a you versus them, not just a general message. So today I did find my charms, so we will get some alphabet charms and we'll pull some clarifiers. It could be names, it could be cities, stuff like that. Just take it how it resonates to you. For whatever it might be. We will jump right in. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, your messages will be within this pile. So pick a person on your mind. Does not have to be romantic, but hey, I am not here to judge, so if it is, it is. Note that roles could be reversed. Take that how it jives too. Just because I refer usually to pile 1 as you, I might actually be talking about pile 2 as you, but you'll know that. Trust what you know and your intuition, okay? And if the pile, if what I'm saying does not resonate for you at all, there probably will still be messages, because I will be pulling messages from the universe and surrender messages. So you can they're usually at the end of the reading, so you can kind of jump to the end, and then just go from there. If not, just pick another pile and hopefully there's a message for you in that. You can also put your intention out there. I don't do personal readings. I just kind of do these readings when I'm kind of called and when I have time. But you can put the intent out there. You can say, hey, get Jackie to make me a message or give me a message, please, Spirit, within this time frame. And usually if your spirit guides bug me enough, I will come and I will get that message to you. Okay, and that's basically how it works. So okay, pile 1. We'll clear the energies, and then these are your messages. Okay, awesome. Okay, we will use this deck right here. Being guided to use. So we'll use those. So what we will do first is we will get. Okay, we'll do actually initials and attributes first. Okay, for pile 1, initials and attributes, what do we got here? Okay, I'll pull a few charms. Okay, so we have the letter T. Okay, we have the letter B. We have the letter R. We have the letter N. And we have the letter I. So T, E, R, I, and N. Okay, so those could be people, places, things, anything that resonates to you. I'm not actually going to channel anything specific for this. You'll know either it resonates or it doesn't. Doesn't necessarily mean just because that initial didn't come up for you, that's like with your significant other it doesn't, or whoever you're connecting to today, doesn't mean that this message isn't for you. Okay, now I pulled some other charms. Another L came out. Actually, not another L, an L came out as well. The word beauty came out. Okay. The word secret came out. The word gentle. And on the other side of that is friend. Okay. And then the words special and forever. Okay. Okay, so we'll just move those over here. Okay, and we'll get some kind of, I guess, attributes of who you might be connecting to. Okay, and just remember, these are confirmations for some of you who need strongly these messages. They won't apply for everybody, and just because you know, stuff doesn't come up in them doesn't mean this message isn't for you. Okay, okay, so mature man, older male, mature in age. Career, business, success, and advancement. And obstacles, blocks, pathways, delays. Okay, so something to do here around possibly a mature man, career, and obstacles. Okay, let's get one more. We have control, releasing, taking back power, and then we have kinky in the bedroom. All right, wow, very well then. And then we have courting man. So we have uniform or professional male. So with the business and career, doesn't necessarily have to be a courting man. It could just be someone in more of a uniform type of attire or sense. Like, you could be dealing with a lawyer, or you could be dealing with someone in the financial industry, or something like that, right? So the male in this picture, if you can see that, has dark hair. Can't really see his eyes. He's dressed in a business suit, so that could give you some. And then there's a business suit with a suitcase in the career. So could very well be something to do. And then could very well be a mature man, or doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman with more masculine tendencies, okay? There is something to do, though, around obstacles and control in this situation, okay? So keep that, take that how it resonates. Okay, so what is the challenge, please, Spirit, affecting this connection? Oh, and this one wanted to shadow. Yeah, okay, so shadow with the secret. Coming out. So it's almost like there's something to do around this. I want to say maybe someone exposed a secret, perhaps about someone's shadow, something shady, something shadowy, something that was just kind of under the surface. I'm feeling here something that maybe they didn't want to deal with, or you both don't want to deal with it. It's kind of like risky, or I feel like both of you are just kind of avoiding whatever this is. You're just kind of, it's kind of at the back of your mind, but neither one of you want to come forward and approach this. Okay. Okay, let's get a message for your side of this. And for basically in this card, when I lay it down, the shadow side is your side and the light side is the other person's side. Now take that how it resonates, but I'm being drawn to, there's something on your side that maybe you're keeping a secret. Okay. Okay, right now it feels like on your side you're very much in solitude. You're very much contemplating ending something, okay? And that could be the secret, that could be the shadow, ending something. Okay, it feels like you're trying to gain more knowledge about this, however, whether you should or you shouldn't. Okay, on their side, let's see, on their side, they have the transformation card and the light card. Okay, the light is on their side. So it feels very much like they are in the process of transforming something. Feels like something special, something beautiful, and something forever. Okay, and forever, that term falling on this side. And then you have the 1 and the 8, and 8s are usually my forever, my infinity kind of, right? Because if you turn an 8 sideways, it's kind of like that same infinity symbol, right? So I always take it 8 as, you know, infinity, as forever. So they're transforming something. I feel it's the 1 and the 3, which is communication. New beginnings and communication. I feel like it feels like there's a lot of love here. It feels like whatever this transformation is, it's gonna provide you with some stability. So what I'm picking up from this, and then the communication, because blue relates to your throat chakra, right? She's in a blue dress and about knowledge. And then the shadow side, the shadow guy is all in blue. And then this mature man is also in blue, right? So I feel like there's something to do with a mature man that's connecting this connection. Now, I'm not sure whether this connection Yeah, it feels like this mature man. Now, it could be the same as the businessman, but it almost feels like I'm picking up on two energies here. Like the mature man is actually different. The mature man is the one connecting this, whatever this connection is. Okay? And it could very well be, professional in nature. Okay? And on that side too, I have friend and secret. So and just popping into my head here, lie is coming through, or lit, with the letters, right? Um, liberation maybe, for words that are coming through. A tie between, because I do really feel like just how this is giving me, it's giving me three people and three people, right? So I feel like whatever this is, it's almost like a third party situation. Like there's three people involved here. Okay. Let's get some more. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay. Oh. Okay. Embracing enthusiasm. So I feel within this connection, whatever this is there's a need, and then the transformation, she's got the butterflies, and it's actually facing this card, the transformation card. So whatever this is, and the light, I feel like it will transform something. I want to say for everybody involved in this. Like it's going to be very transformative all around. Especially for you. I'm taking this as you, because when it falls, when I face it down, it's facing this card, which is representing you, right? But I feel whatever this is, it will make you pretty happy. Yeah, it feels like a secret was revealed from a friend, possibly men, older man, or just mature in age or mature in demeanor. They might not even be old at all, you know, they could just be an old soul, a wise soul. But something here I feel was exposed, like with the lie and the secret, that's transforming you, because they recognize that you're very beautiful, very special. And I feel whoever this is really has their eye on you. Okay. It does feel like a friend, though. It feels like a friend that, like, just admires you. But underlying here, there is an obstacle and there is control. Give me more about that, Spirit. Give me more about the obstacle and the control. And then you got the release control. So I said obstacle and control. Give me clarification on that, and it said release control. So I believe that is the clarity, is that there's a need to surrender to the journey, to just go with the flow, just go with whatever is happening. Just take it as it comes, because I feel like it's really gonna move you into a place of more freedom, more light, more. It's gonna be very special, is what I'm feeling here. Yes. It's going to be very transformative for you overall, right? Let's get some energy cards. The energy within this. See if it confirms that. Wow. Like a flew. So much energy. So much energy. The power of purpose. So yeah, I feel like, and this is basically reminds me, and then you got 18 and 18. So yeah, which is 9. So you really got 3 9s in this reading. If you break down 1 plus 8 and 1 plus 8 is 9, and then you got another 9 here. Yeah, I feel like just you're shining, like the wheel has turned for you, and now you're in the spotlight. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's like you're journeying towards this spotlight, and it's going to be a very transformative time for you. So Spirit is just really saying, embrace that gratitude and enthusiasm as things come, and just really release control and just go with the flow, and stop being up in your head, and stop worrying, and stop ruminating over this situation. And for you, I believe it's you and someone at work, someone that can help you advance, basically, is how I'm feeling here. Okay, let's get a surrender card, what you need to surrender, and then we'll get a message from the universe, and we'll leave it there. I think so. Okay, so surrender. What do you need to surrender here for your best and highest good to help you in this, whatever this situation is? Okay. Surrender your addictions. So in this case, I feel like your addictions are the worrying, the stress, the ruminating over this situation, or controlling this situation. Okay, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay? And in this one, there's a mask. She's wearing a mask. So I'm picking up that basically you were seen as somebody perhaps that you were seen incorrectly. It was like you were wearing a mask. There was something hidden, some sort of secret. Right? Somebody recognized this secret. Somebody knew that about this secret. And I do feel the secret is actually about something beautiful, about something special, but also about something that was kind of dark and hidden and mysterious. And so, because nobody could figure it out, it feels like you were painted in a light that perhaps you weren't meant to be painted as a light. Or perhaps this is talking about someone else, maybe someone else, right? But however this resonates, that's basically your message. And then let's get a message from the universe, and then we will move on to pile 2. Okay, message from the universe, please, Spirit. Message from the universe. Okay. Creator Earth is your message, is the card that came out. Creator Earth. So I feel like there is a need to ground. And Creator Earth also deals with your financial, your security, your safety, all those types of things. So there's an element here that you need to embrace all of those things in order to get those things, if that makes sense. Okay? Alright, so those were your messages, pile 1. We are going to clear this and move on to pile 2. If you want to stay for more messages, absolutely. Okay. Alright, so we will get into the energies. If you picked pile 2, these will be your messages. So we will do this the same as we did pile 1. Okay, first we're going to draw some names and some charms, and then we're going to go from there, okay? Alright, okay, so calling in pile 2, please, Spirit, and clearing the energies from pile 1. Calling in the spirit guides and angels, pile 2, please. I'm getting like a really giddy, giggly sort of energy right now. So somebody out there, okay, really happy. Okay, good energy, nice. Okay, we're gonna use this deck this time for pile 2. Okay, pile 2, please give messages the viewers need to hear today. Pile 2, please. Okay, so first we are going to pull some initials, or it could be spell a word or a name or whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna pull some charms and see what comes through. Okay, we've got a few more than the last one. Okay, so we have an N. Oh, we have another M. We have a Z. I was going to say that was an N, but we're the whole, and it's a Z. Okay, we have a K. We have a V. We have oh, it's an and symbol. And we have a C. That's right. Right? Is that backward? We have a C. We have a Y, we have an S, and we have a Q. Alright, let me see if there's any names or anything that words popping into my head. I get a word popping into my head, calm. I get M and M. M. So maybe M&M is significant. The music M&M, like M&M. Or maybe somebody likes to eat the candy M&Ms. Okay, something to do with that. K and a Y. KY. First K. CY. See ya. It's coming through. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from that. Okay, so those might have significance for you. And then let's get some charms. Okay, what are some charms here? Oh, we'll pull out. Okay, we have another V and another, and a J coming through. Okay. We have the word wish, and on the back of it, sport. We have the word when, and the word hug. And we have the word at, and the word full. And the word and the word hug. Okay, so we have hug coming out twice. We have wishful. I want to say wishful. So you might be wishful about a hug, or when there will be a hug, or when you will get your hug, or when you will get something. Okay, something maybe from this person, something like that. Okay. Something to do around sports. A wish around sports, perhaps. Okay. So, oh yeah, we'll get some attributes. Okay. What do we got here for these guys? Spirit. Woo! Union, yeah. So this is definitely with the hug and the wishful. So you could be wondering about a union. And also money, wealth, luck, and finances. Okay. Freedom and dating coming out. Okay, so not a lot of clarifiers here for attributes. The only thing I get is maybe a blonde that's more free-spirited for an attribute. Possibly someone who likes money. Maybe somebody who came into a bunch of money. Maybe someone who recently got into a serious relationship or marriage, or perhaps there's a proposal on the table. And I feel like this proposal is because of a wish that is going to give you a bit of freedom. Maybe put you in this energy of more dating or more whining, dining kind of, or more romance. Okay. Okay, let's get more here, please, Spirit. Okay, for the first pile will be you, and the second pile them. This first reading was about career. This one's definitely about romance. I'm feeling it quite strongly. You're here for answers on romance, I am feeling. Okay, so for you. Okay, so coming out, you got the third chakra archangel with Archangel Samuel, I think is how you say that. Okay, so third chakra, that's basically your solar plexus, your power in the situation. So perhaps it is your, and yet that's by the union. So I feel like there's something to do around your power in a union. Your power in a union. Okay. And then for them, I got the all tied up card. And it feels like they want to communicate something within this union, but they're all tied up at the moment. Like they're all tied up with something. So give me more, please, Spirit, for them. Okay, feels like they're all tied up in some sort of contract. Okay. And then she's got the scales there. So something, and it feels like something maybe they're not actually seeing about their, I want to say power, because this is also yellow. Power in, and this all revolves around the union card. So there's something they're not seeing about their power, their knowledge within a contract. Okay. More for your side, please. It feels like you're following your power and walking away. This is, I feel like, yeah, it feels like you're walking away. Like you're happy. It says being in this freedom too. It says being single. It almost feels a little bit like you are walking away from a union. Okay. With the wealth and the finances, it feels almost like you are walking away to your freedom to create more wealth and finances for yourself. Maybe you're getting back out there into the dating scene. And that could be, the wishful, like, when is it going to happen? When is a union going to happen? Or when am I going to get my freedom? So there's two situations here. Because I feel like you're walking away from something. it is making you feel giddy. I feel giddy from this. It feels like you're giddy walking away from whatever this is. It's almost like you're finding power. For them, they're trying to find their power, but for you, I feel like you already found it. You're walking away. You're like, "Ha, I'm out," kind of thing. But at the same time, I feel like it's almost like you're out of one situation and you're moving towards another situation. Is how this feels. Okay. Okay. Okay, more for you, the viewer. Yeah, you're following, you got the heart chakra. You're following your heart. You're walking away. You're just going toward, you're wishful. You're you're communicating things. I feel that you truly desire, you truly want. You're going for, I want to say the gold, because there's a lot of gold in this, okay? You're going for the gold. And you're going for the gold, meaning I'm feeling love. Like, the gold to you, it isn't money, it is union. For you, it's union. The gold is union. I feel somehow you already have money. You already have. It does feel like you're focusing on your finances, your career, but it feels like you're lucky in this area, so you don't care. You don't care about that. You're searching, you're walking away from something. However, well, take that. I'm picking up another thing for somebody else here. This feels like somebody else. Different. You're walking away from a union and you're worried about your money because of this other person, that they're all tied up, like your money's all tied up, okay? But you want to go your way. It feels like with the freedom card, they just want to be single. They just want to look the other way. They just want to go. They just want to be alone. They just want to maybe date. They don't. Yeah. Okay, one more. Let's get for them, please, Spirit. Yeah, it feels like, again, too, they got the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra. So communication is big. So it's like they're communicating something to you about them walking away and just being free. Like in this card, like she's looking towards the money. Okay, this is the other person. And maybe they're focused on money and that's all they care about. I feel on your side though, you're very different. This feels like two really different energies. Like, an energy of all, I want union, I want love, I have money, but I don't really care about that. But the other person, I'm feeling like all they care about is money, all they care about like they can't see anything beyond the money is what I'm kind of getting. Okay. I feel the dating romance, it's more on your side. That's what you want. You want to wine, you want to dine, you want to have adventure, you want to go out, you want a union that really, you know, you want romance, you want hugs, you want the full meal deal. But on their side, they just want money. They just want money. They want to be free. They want to, you know, they're all tied up in that. And then I got communication and 9 being my, 9 is always my, it's the end of numbers, right? 1 to 9. And then you start over with 10, right? 1 and 0. So 9 always represents endings to me. So it almost feels like maybe they are communicating that they want to end something. But I feel like this makes you giddy. Like it's almost like you just want to be free of whatever this is. Whoever this is. Like you're sick of them just always caring about the superficial. You want them basically to care about you, or you want to find somebody that will care about you, right? Sounds good. Okay, let's see, let's get some romance cards then. See what else. Yeah, honey, you got the honeymoon, but it came in the reverse. So it feels like whatever this is, like you're not enjoying your time together. You want to enjoy your time together with somebody else that appreciates you, okay, is how I'm getting this. And then it says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energies. And I feel like this is your ex. Or about to be your ex. Something like that. Okay, and then you have, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So, yeah. So whatever this is, it's Spirit saying you're on the right path. Because I feel like, remember, this is only confirming what you already know. So you already, I feel like this is confirmed, and maybe that's a little bit why you're giddy, because I feel maybe in the back of your mind you thought, well, maybe that I'm not doing the right thing. But I feel like you are. I feel like you need to release yourself from whoever this is, right? And maybe be single for a while, date, get back out there, and possibly you will find your union. Or maybe you already have. I'm very unclear about that. Right? I'm very unclear about that. It feels like you have, but I get a sense that you haven't. Because it's almost like you haven't really completely, you're not completely done with whatever this other union is, right? Yeah, it's confusing energy to me. Okay, oh, your surrender. Surrender to rest and sleep. So I feel like whatever this is has brought you into a place of stress and burnout and yeah, just all up in your head about should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I get that, just back and forth, should I, shouldn't I, and that's leading you to a place of burnout, really. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So, whatever this is, I do feel like it has you up at night, worrying, and probably wishing as well. Like, you probably worry about this connection, but you're wishing for a better connection. And so you're not getting adequate rest, and you need to separate from that. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Woo! Yes. Spirit saying yes. Yes. So, I always say this, what I do is I keep a notepad by my bed, and so when I get bombarded with racing thoughts of whatever's bugging me or whatever I can't stop focusing on, and it could be good things too. It doesn't have to just be bad things all the time, right? We always think it is, but it's not always. Sometimes you're just so excited about something you just can't stop thinking about it, right? So, and that's fair. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's how you manifest and things like that, right? But sometimes you need your rest. You need to sleep. You need to, your body needs to reset so that you can function the next day, sort of thing, and you can be clear and you can make clear decisions. And that might be part of the problem why you're all over the place here, is because you're not getting adequate stress. You're not getting adequate sleep, and that's causing you stress, and it's causing you to be up in your head. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, right? Just Spirit saying free yourself. Creator fire. So again, that goes back to the power, right? Follow your passion. Follow your desires. Follow what it is that's gonna set you free and make you feel happy. Okay? Right? If a situation or relationship is causing you drain, financial stress, if it's never fun, it's probably time for that relationship to end because it's expired, right? Relationships should not, I mean, there's always going to be ups and downs, let's face it, in a relationship. But if overall you are feeling like not good, obviously, why hang on? A lot of people are like, we hang on because we're waiting for the kids, you know. It's always the kids. Kids are always an excuse. Kids should never be your excuse. Let me tell you, from somebody who comes from a family that they did not separate, but they should have separated, sticking together for the kids is never the answer, right? Because all you're doing is you're screwing up those kids because they're seeing they're seeing you fight, they're seeing you have this horrible relationship. However, couples that break up and then they have great relationships and the other people have great relationships and the kids see that and then they focus on that and they try to aim for that, like, that's the relationship I want to go after. Not this fighting, bickering, stick together for the kids because we don't want to separate because it'll screw up the kids. That's the stupidest thing ever. Like, oh. Like, you're doing the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. It's a no-brainer, and anyone that comes from a family, I mean, sure, you know, there are some people that are stuck. Well, I wish my parents stayed together and that's why I have problems, and they use that as an excuse. But realistically, right? So if you have a good family where you never fight in front of your kids and whatever, and then you're like, oh, I want to break up, but you're only sticking together for the kids, well, I suppose that's different. But kids can sense stuff, right? Like, say you're just civil to each other, but there's no real affection. I mean, kids are still gonna pick up on that, right? So never use your kids as an excuse to stay together. That is just all sorts of wrong. Okay? All sorts of wrong. Alright. Okay, so that's all the messages I have for you, pile 2. Let's move on to pile 3. Clearing the energies from pile 2, please, Spirit. Pile 2. Feel peace again. Okay. Not that that was actually, I felt like that was a good reading, really, overall. I mean, the energy was good. It was giddy. It was excited. It was ready to move on from whatever it was hanging on to, right? So, yeah. Okay, but let's move on to you and see what you have here. Okay, so same thing. We're going to pull some charms for names. Or maybe they'll spell out words, or they could mean cities or whatever. Take it how it resonates for you, right? If something pops into my head, it just will. Okay, if it's... Aw, you have a heart. You had the heart come out. Okay, you have an R. You have a Q. Oh, geez, you got lots of letters here. You have a W. You have an H. Okay. You have a U. You have another H. You have an N. You have a D, you have a O, you have a B, and you have a V. Okay, let me see. Just give me a moment and we'll see if I can get some words out of this. Okay, I have hun, like hun, aw, hun. Okay, I have run. Ooh, that's not good. Or maybe you like running, or maybe they like running. Okay, so take that how it resonates. Or maybe it is a message from Spirit that you need to run. Okay, I'm just kidding. Just we'll see. We'll see what the cards have to say. Okay, don't panic yet. We have dumb. So okay. We have that's really all it. We have like bow or bow, could be, or dough, or whoa. Okay, so take that how it resonates. Sorry, it's kind of fun, but yeah. And then we will get some charms to you. We'll get some charms. Okay. Okay, so words, and these are terms like words and stuff. Okay, let's see what do we got here. We got for you, we got secret and beauty. We got friend and gentle. We have always and believe. And then we have secret and friend, or secret and beauty again. And then we have is, my, can, and as. And then you have 3 more letters. We have G, E, and E. Like G. G. Could be he. Believe something is a secret. Friend is a secret. Friend is beauty. Believe friend is beauty. Believe friend can believe something. Okay, so that, take that how it resonates. Okay, so for you, first pile is you and second pile is usually them, but first we will get connectors. What is connecting you, or attributes, or things like that, right? See what comes out first. Okay. Okay, so we have brunette, female, or doesn't have to be a female. Could be feminine energy, but they could be brunette, darker hair. Maybe intense, a little bit intense, a little bit focused, a little bit, yeah, a little bit like that. Okay, so those are some. Could have green eyes. Family. They could be family of yours, or have family, or family is somehow, or a group is somehow associated here. And then we have 2 blondes and a brunette here. We have 2 females and a male. We have gifts. We have surprises, presents, and openings. Something to do around a gift. Now, a physical gift, like someone giving you a gift, or it could be someone's gifts are surprising. Maybe they're opening, maybe you've just become aware of them. And then we have past life. So there's something to do around knowing, a sense of knowing, perhaps a past love or deja vu here, okay? So that's kind of what's going on here. Okay, now, on your side, what's going on your side? Oh, Jesus. Hold on, okay. That's it. On your side, we'll take these. You have the fogged in and narrow pathway. You have go slow, take your time. So whatever this is, you need to go slow. You're in your, I'm going to say, decisions about whatever this might be, okay? Because it says tread carefully or thoughtfully. There's a narrow pathway here, right? That you're dealing with. In something you feel like you gotta tread carefully, because it could bite you in the butt, and you're encouraged by spirit to take your time in whatever this is, okay? This relationship is basically what I'm picking up here. Um, yeah, on their side, they're discovering truth. They're discovering, and I feel like, and it falls under the gifts. I feel like they're discovering perhaps their own gifts, or they're discovering their gifts more fully, or they're discovering you have gifts, maybe. And so, yeah, because they're kind of looking that way. You stand in the light of truth. It feels like, with the gifts and knowing, I feel like they know something, they've discovered something. About gifts. Okay? Maybe your gifts, okay? And you again. And I feel almost like, well, this laying on your side, perhaps you have dark hair, green eyes, or just dark. Perhaps you're a bit intense. You have the mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. I feel like okay, so I feel like this knowing, this gift, this the mystic heal, it's you. It's you. Something to do with you. But it's narrowed your pathway and fogged you in because of how others see you. Like, it's limited your ability because they're viewing you in a different way than you actually are. Okay? And I feel like this has something to do around your family, okay? So on both sides, I feel like this is you. I don't feel like this is two different energies. I feel like this whole reading this isn't a you versus them. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. It's kind of you versus you. Okay, because I feel like it's how people are perceiving you. I feel like you have these gifts, you have this knowledge, you are on the path to discovering truth, and there's people around you, perhaps your family, that doesn't entirely get you. Okay? Yeah, your light is shining brightly. Definitely. Like, it feels like you're very illuminated to you. You're very illuminated to who you are. You're starting to stand in the truth of who you are. Yeah, it very much feels like that. Okay, let's use this deck. Okay. It feels like you struggle a lot with who you actually are. And it's, you got a power move. The energy around here is Spirit saying it's time to make a power move. It's time for new beginnings and to change things. Okay? And I almost feel like by, like, maybe a certain group or your family or something finding this out, it's helping you to own your power or to move into your power, something like that. Okay, and it feels, you got the ears wide open. It feels like now people are listening. Like, they're like, oh my God, you know, they're thinking back on the past and they're like, oh my God, you know, they told us this would happen and then it did happen. And then, like, it really feels, I get that feeling. But it feels like there was an element here of where, for a time, you were fogged in, like you were stuck on this narrow pathway because others weren't listening to what you were listening to. And what you were listening to, I believe, is your knowing, your inner knowing, okay? You listen to that. Yeah, you got the open to discovery card. You're open to now being discovered. It's like, it feels like you don't really care anymore. You're like, whatever. And that communication and stuff that you have with Spirit, I believe that is really what's going to create the structure, yeah, spiritually, that you desire, right? Because it feels like you are now listening to Spirit. You are now really, you're like, you know what? They're going to accept me or they won't accept me, so I don't really care. I know what I know, and that's that. Right? And it feels like you're pretty intense about it. You're like, you know, and perhaps you are, you know, a brunette female, but you don't have to be, right? You could just have this intense quality about you. You could be very focused. You know, you could be male, you could be, you know, have any color hair, you could be female, you could have any color hair. You just, it's the energy that you bring, and I do believe it feels very intense to me. It feels very, you're very sure of yourself, and you're like, you know what? Whatever. You've reached a point where you are like, whatever, you know, this is who I am. I'm okay with it now, and I am now understand that what I am doing is healing others, and how I do that and how people take that is their thing, right? And then I always use the bubble theory. Everybody's in their bubble, and there's a bubble in this, right? It's like they're all in their bubble. They're gonna do their thing anyway, so I'm just gonna be in my bubble and protect myself, and I know what I know, and I'm gonna listen to Spirit, and I'm going to still translate messages and things like that. And if people don't want to hear them, they don't want to hear them, right? That's their thing. That's it. And it feels like you're very much in this energy. Okay? That's good. I think that's good. Yeah, shining through. You have the shining through card. Yeah, I feel like things have been exposed, your gifts have been exposed, because if you see in this card, the gifts are exposed, they're coming out of the box, and in this, it's like everything's just coming out the center as well. It's like you're okay now, um, with your gifts, and so now your gifts can be released to their fullest because you're at a point now you don't really care. Um, you don't really care about the things that were maybe affecting you or people that were affecting you, like the naysayers or um, all the things around you that were causing you to care, basically, to care about not opening your gifts, not sharing your gifts, not helping people, not spread shining your light. Now you're just at a point where, you know what, this is the gift I've been given, so I'm gonna shine to the world and help heal people. And yeah, those around me who don't accept, um they can remain in their bubble, and those around me that always knew something was up, like that you were different, or you know I feel like they're gonna stand behind you, kind of thing, while you discover your truth, right? And I feel like some people were like, oh my god, like, I do really get that feeling like it's all starting to make sense to them now. Like, it feels like perhaps you just, I'm going to say, hid your gifts and talents away. You weren't letting them really be seen by the world. And so that caused other people to see you differently. Like, they were like, what's up with this person? Like, are they crazy? Like, you know, but I feel because you knew things that you knew, that actually, and because I feel like a lot of how you translate is through feelings, just like, right? So you probably got maybe angered, or because you tried to tell people things and they didn't listen to you, so you got angry about that. So then you were like, and you got frustrated, and that kind of closed you off to your gifts a little bit. But now you're like, you know what? It's okay. Some are gonna believe me and some are not gonna believe me, and that's okay. Because I believe me, and that's probably where this believe card comes in, right? You believe in the beauty of the secrets that you always known, right? All right, good. That's good. Let's get a surrender card and a message from the universe for you. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Yeah. Listen to your body's message about a person, a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And this goes with this saying because I feel like you are very much this. Like, you are very much a mirror of people as well. So you pick up on the energies of others. So if somebody has ill intention towards you, or they just have ill intention in general, or they are angry, or they are sad, you pick up on these things and then you take that emotion as if it is yours. However, a lot of times it's not yours, but I feel like you've moved into this situation now where you've discovered the truth. You're aware now that those energies are not yours, so you no longer take them on. And so that's really moved you into a another level in your spiritual journey. And now people are, okay, that's why this person acted like that. Okay, because they're discovering the truth about you, that you're actually a very unique individual with skills that are otherworldly, with gifts that are unique and special and amazing. And understand that this will also scare a lot of people. So you're going to have a lot of people walk away from you because they have secrets and things that they don't want exposed, and they think you can expose them. But what they don't understand is that those secrets, spirit will only expose things that need to be exposed. Like, there's a misunderstanding, and actually I guess it's not a misunderstanding, because I think some psychics and things probably do this to exploit their gifts, but most psychics don't go around reading other people. So it's not like we're gonna expose, you don't have to be scared of us, because it's not like we're gonna expose your deepest, darkest secrets, because unless you come to us and ask us to read you, chances are we're not just running around reading people, okay? Because that's a lot of energy, that's a lot of stuff we don't want to take on ourselves, right? So we're not gonna expose your deepest, darkest secrets, okay? If you come to us and you want us to expose your deepest, darkest secrets for healing purposes, then yes, we will help you over. Spirit will expose to us what we need to know. And that's it, right? So you don't have to fear us. Unless you're some sort of serial killer and spirit wants you caught because it's just your time to be caught. A psychic might pick up on that because a spirit guide or something might be like, hey, this person, then yeah. But the odds of that are pretty slim. So unless you're a serial killer, which I doubt you'd be watching a tarot reading, but maybe you are, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Okay. Hopefully nobody's a serial killer watching my videos. Because if you are, that is really scary. But yeah. Anyway, okay. So, message from the universe for you. And then... and unless you're a psychic that works for the RCMP or the police or whatever, yeah. It's probably not going to happen, okay? Okay. What's your honest truth? Okay? Message from the spirit, from the universe. What's your honest truth? So, it's important that you hold on to what your truth is. Hold on to your gifts. Okay? And don't be swayed by the naysayers and those that are like, that person's not such and such. They're just making stuff up, right? Like, you know what you know, and that's what you know. That's it. That's it. And Spirit will, if a message needs to be given to a certain person, Spirit will find a way to get that message to that person. You're watching this today, like, so you might be watching this and then you're like, oh, that might resonate with you, but not for you. It might resonate for you for someone else that you know. And you're like, oh my God, they need to watch this video, right? Like, so Spirit will find a way to get the message to you, right? And that happens to me all the time. Right? Where a friend of a friend, the message is for that friend, not for that person, but that's the only connection I have to get that message across to that person. Right? So then the message comes through for that person. But that's only when Spirit wants to give a message. And sometimes Spirit, there's been a couple times where Spirit has given warning messages that don't make sense to me, but they make sense to the person, and then the person is like, oh my God, and then they get scared because they're like, what else do they know? But really, that's the only message Spirit probably, because they want you to stop doing whatever you're doing. So they give me a message that makes sense to you, but it might not make sense to me, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so those were your messages. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe.